Hi, my second grade friends. It's Mrs. Sullivan here. Sorry I can't be with you live today in your computer class, but I have a fun activity to show you. So I am going to share my screen with you. And boys and girls, you will find this activity in your teacher's Google Classroom in the stream. So I posted two links. The first link is the video that you're watching right now. So when you click that, you'll see me talking to you, explaining what you're going to do. And the second link is the link that will take you here to this activity. And this is called a grade 2 computer class choice board. And this choice board has to do with Thanksgiving. And you're going to complete a tic-tac-toe. And you're going to think about how you play tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe is 3 in a row. And the only rule is you guys must go through the center box for this tic-tac-toe game. Okay, so 3 in a row, you can go diagonal, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. You can go up and down, going down the middle one, or you can go across the middle one. So that's the only rule for the tic-tac-toe. You're going to pick 3 activities, but one of them is going to be this middle yellow one. And that is your have to. So basically it's a choice board, but you have one have to. And the have to, boys and girls, is a keyboarding activity because I want everybody to warm up with that. So get those fingers moving. You can stretch them out a little bit, wiggle them up a little bit, roll your wrists to get ready. So let's think about what we know about the keyboard. We know that we have a home row, right? And we know on the home row, we set our fingers, our pointies, on F and J. And when you do that, you can feel little bumps. So when you start your keyboarding today, you're going to click on either the keyboard word or the little picture of the keyboard, and then you have to click underneath it. See the link right there? So you click up here, and then it shows up right underneath. So it's like a click, and then you have to click again. And it's going to take you here, boys and girls. You know this typing game. It's something we've practiced quite a bit. I think most of you are done with JF and space. If for some reason you missed a computer class or you just didn't get a chance to finish this JF and space, you need to finish that first before you move on to number 2 today. So this is number 1 lesson. That's the one that we've pretty much completed. But if for some reason you haven't finished this, just click right here. It will say resume, and it will take you right into your JF and space. If you have finished and it's all green like mine is, that means I completed it. I can see up here how many stars I collected. I'm going to go on number 2. Number 2 is U, R, and K. And today we're just working on U, R, and also the space bar. So I'm going to start right at the beginning, even though I completed this one once before, just to show you. So the first thing they do is they warm you up with a little 1-minute video. So let's listen to what they have to say. Share my sound with you.
Let's take a minute to talk about posture. Proper posture at the keyboard not only keeps you from feeling tired, it can also prevent injuries that occur with repetitive movements. Oh, and guess what? It will increase your typing speed. Here are the steps you can follow to make this happen. Step 1. Adjust the height of your chair so that your arms are at a 90-degree angle when your fingers are on the keyboard, like this. Step 2. Place your feet flat on the floor. Your knees should be aligned with your hips. If you need to, you can always use a footstool. It's not cheating, I promise. Step 3. Place your keyboard slightly below the height of your elbows. That way, your wrist will remain straight whenever you are typing. It is important that you don't bend your wrist in the keyboard. Step 4. Protect your neck. The top of your screen should be slightly below your eye level, which will reduce neck strain. If you're using a laptop or tablet with a Bluetooth keyboard, you might need to get a stand or stack up some books to get the screen high enough. If you follow these steps, you'll be sitting correctly at your computer, ready to type like a pro.
Okay, so when you click into this activity, boys and girls, if you don't want to watch the video, there's a button that says skip, because we just watched it together, but you can watch it again if you want. It's 1 minute long. And then you're going to press continue to start. So here's my first setup. The first thing you want to do, look at those fingers on the home row. I see ASDF on the left, JKL semicolon on the right, and look what I'm doing. I'm reaching up to get the U key. So it's the pointy finger, it's on J, but then you reach it up. And then you press enter to continue with the lesson. And you can see at this lesson up here at the top, the letter that I need to type is blue, and it's showing me how my finger is going to do it. So you shouldn't need to keep looking down and picking your hands up. Just try and look straight ahead, boys and girls. It's good for your neck, but also you can see which finger is set up to type by looking at whatever is blue. So see how I'm tapping these and they're just moving right along. If I make it, oh, that was a space, by the way, that blank key. If I make it oopsie, it just turns red and it wiggles and it makes you try again. So that's the space. See how the space bar is blue? And then it gives you your score. I got all three. Even though I made an oopsie, I still got 3 stars. And then I press continue. I would like you guys to look down here at this progress bar. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. When you finish with number 4, you are done and you can stop. So we're going to pretend I'm done with number 4. Remember to close it. I click at the top and it takes me right back to my choice board. So I have done my have to, my middle. Now I can choose anything on the outside. But before you choose, think about what your other choice is going to be. Because if I choose this Thanksgiving word search to get tic-tac-toe, I need to do turkey touchdown. If I choose a story to listen to, then I have to go crisscross up to gobble squabble. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. So there is Gobble Squabble, which is a math maze. I have a Thanksgiving crossword for you. A seasonal shuffle, which tries to get you to put all of the months in the right seasons. A Thanksgiving word search. Turkey touchdown, which is also a math game. I also have a tic-tac-toe for real that you can play. I have a coloring activity that's coloring different kinds of Thanksgiving pictures, and then your story. I'm going to start with the story, boys and girls, because the story is in Tumble Books, and some of you may have done Tumble Books in your classroom, but I don't know if everyone has, so I'm going to show you how that works. So again, look for the blue link. That's going to get you in there. You are going to need this information right here. You need to sign into Tumble Books if you haven't already done that. So it's going to ask you to sign in up in the top corner. I'll show you in a minute. And then you're going to use WPG. That stands for William P. Gorman, Fort Banks, FB, Elementary School, ES. So you're just typing those 7 letters, WPG, FB, ES. And then your password is teach. Okay, so it's all letters that you should be able to find on your keyboard. So I'm going to click here. It's going to put me into Tumble Books. I'm already signed in, boys and girls, and I know that because I'm seeing story of the day. If you are not signed in, up here in this top corner, it will say sign in. And that's where you type in your username and password. And again, that's on the tic-tac-toe board if you need it. So boys and girls, I'm going to let you choose anything from either the story of the day up here, or you can press on story books, this little tab right here, and you can scroll down and choose something from this library. When you choose something, boys and girls, you click on it. I'm going to click this one, and you can come too. And the first thing you want to do is look at the tumble time. If the tumble time is only 2 or 3 minutes, you'll have time to do 2 stories. But if the tumble time is like 7 or 8 minutes, then you probably will only have time to do 1 story. Okay, so look for stories that look interesting to you, but keep in mind when you click the story to check the tumble times. See, this is another quick one. It's only 2 minutes long. So I could do those 2 stories if I wanted to, or I could just pick one that's a little bit longer. Let's see, this one is a little bit longer, I think. And this one's almost 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It also gives you a reading level, boys and girls, but you're just listening to the story. You can read along if you want, but you don't have to actually do the reading. And when you're done and you close the story, it will say the end. It'll take you back to this page, and if you want to try the quiz, and sometimes some books have games that you can play with them too. So you can spend a little bit of time with the story. So that's Tumble Books. And then I would have to get tic-tac-toe. I'd have to go up to Gobble Squabble. And I want to show you this one because this is a fun one. So this is Gobble Squabble. And it's a maze. So you're going to press start game. You're going to pick whether you want to add or subtract. I don't care, boys and girls. You can choose. I'm going to add today. The first thing it tells you to do is eat a question. Look down here. To make the gobbler move, you're going to use your arrow. And you're going to go to one question. And when you click it, let me shut my sound off for you. It'll give you a math question, 0 + 5. I'm going to try to catch the 5, because I know that 0 plus 5 is 5, to complete the question. Now I have to eat another question. So I have to come over here. I got a little pie I can eat on the way. Get my question. 1 plus 10. 1 plus 10 is 11. So I'm going to see if I can catch that 11. And there we go. I cleared the level. So boys and girls, see how far you can go with this. Try to get through at least the first 3 levels if you play this game. And when you're done, you close at the top. The other one I want to show you is the Coloring Fun. So let me just show you that one. When you click in on that one, boys and girls, you will need to scroll down a little bit to see the pictures. Okay, so you can pick any picture that you would like to color, and then you simply click on the color and then click on the item that you want to color in that color. Okay, so you can choose a couple of those if you'd like to color. Again, you close it when you're done. The rest of them, I think when you go in, they'll explain what to do. Let me just give you a quick look at this Thanksgiving crossword, because this one has a little something at the beginning. So you press play, and you have to decide if you want to do it online or printing it. If you have a printer and you want to do it with a paper and a pencil, that's great with me. But for those that don't have a printer, do the online version. So you have to pick a square, and then they're going to give you a clue. Sometimes you make this from Thanksgiving leftovers. If you don't know the answer, boys and girls, pick another one, because that might give you a hint. So this one says, what day of the week is Thanksgiving? And Thanksgiving is on a Thursday. So I'm going to try to spell Thursday. And look at that. I now have a hint. I know that this one starts with an S. And up here, boys and girls, you collect stars. For every letter that you get right, you get stars. And if you need an extra hint, you can buy one with your stars. So if I want to now figure out this one, notice I have to click this square, and I hit the hint, show the letter in the currently highlighted squares, and it will cost you 10 stars. So I'm going to say, okay, A. So I know my word starts with an S and an A, and it's a leftover. I don't know about you, but when I'm done eating, I like to have a sandwich. Oops, I had too many A's. I made an oopsie. So I'm going to put these letters back and try again. That's what happens when you make an oopsie, boys and girls. You just click on the letter, and it puts it back for you. There we go. And I got some more stars. So that's kind of a fun one. And boys and girls, when you are done choosing your 3, you're going to click right here where it says Google Form. And you're going to tell me which 3 that you did. So you're going to answer these 5 questions. The first question is your name, your first name, your last name, and then your teacher's name. So if you're in Miss Murphy's class, you would write Murphy here. If you're in Miss McAvoy's class, you write McAvoy. If you're in Miss Perry's class, you write Miss Perry, okay? And then you're going to click, which activity did you do first? So I did the keyboard. And then down here, the last 2 questions, what option did you do second? And you're just going to write the number here, boys and girls. So you're going to look up here, and the second one I did was this one. So that's option number 5. So all I'm going to do is click and put a 5 there. And then my third option was, oh no, my second option was coloring. No, it wasn't. What was my set? Oh, I did the books. I did the books. Sorry, I forgot which one I did. So after keyboarding, I did the books, which is option 2. And then I did gobble gobble, that was option 5. And then you simply hit submit, boys and girls, and you send me that form and I'll get it. Okay. So that is your activity for today, boys and girls. I hope everybody enjoys the tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.